It has become an increasingly common practice of employers to run internet searches and browse social media of job applicants. Chris, what is your take on such practices?
The internet can be a very effective tool for screening job applicants. However, employers have to be careful how they go about gathering that information.
How so?
Well, as you can imagine, it's no different than the interview process, right? So employers should be careful not to elicit any information that they shouldn't get in an interview. So just as an employer should never ask a job applicant their age, religion, or national origin, for example, they could be at risk if they obtained that same information in the course of an internet search or social media search on the job applicant.
So, is there anything an employer can do to avoid that risk?
If an employer is going to conduct these types of searches in the screening process, then we recommend they be conducted by a person who is not involved in the hiring decision. That person then can screen out any information pertaining to protected characteristics and only pass along that information that can be properly considered.
Is there anything else an employer can do to protect itself?
They should also have a well-documented process in place showing how the improper information is screened out, and they shouldn't retain any documentation pertaining to the improper information. Also, I would not recommend using social media or internet as your sole means of recruiting. The reason for this is statistics show that certain protected age categories don't typically use those vehicles to obtain jobs. Therefore, using it as your sole vehicle for recruiting could expose you to liability for a disparate impact claim.
Thanks, Chris. That's useful information. And thanks for joining us today.